Hi everyone, welcome to the Tnt Groom Kit overview. Today we'll explore the Tnt Export node. This tool is super handy for exporting all your grooms individually in USD format, and it has some great features to make your life easier. First, let's talk about what the Tnt Export node does. It lets you export grooms with different levels of detail. It also adjusts hair width so that as the LOD's percentage goes down, the hair gets wider. There's also a resample override option that resamples the hair based on its length, which helps keep your files lighter and more manageable. Now, let's see how to use it. You can find the Tnt Export node by pressing the Tab key, and you can select the Tnt Export node from the list. To export all the grooms in your scene, you need to set up their output paths in the Tnt Export parameters. First, you'll need to tell it how many groom objects you have. For example, in our pighead scene, we have 7 grooms, so I'll set this number to 7. Then, you just drag and drop each of the 7 grooms into the correct paths. After that, choose an output path, like Selected Groom, Tnt Groom, Groom Out. If you want to export LODs, you need to set the number of LODs by clicking the plus sign. I'll add 5 LODs and set their percentages to 75, 50, 25, 10, and 5. Now it's time to export the grooms. Before we export, we need to set a local output path. Just choose the folder where you want to save everything. Then, click the Save to Disk button. This will export each groom, along with its LODs, to your chosen folder as version 01. Let's take a look at the output folder. Here's the version 01 folder. Inside, you'll find a groom folder with all the individual USD grooms and their LODs, properly named with the groom names and LOD percentages. There's also a groom USDA file that you can use to load all the USD grooms back into Houdini. Plus, there's a groom scene file that backs up your current Houdini scene. If you export again to the same folder, it will create a version 02 folder. Let's try it. Now we have a version 02 folder. We almost forgot one important setting, and it's optional: the resample override. This option resamples the grooms based on hair length, using the minimum and maximum segment values you set. Here, I am setting a minimum value of 6 and a maximum value of 60. In this pighead scene, the minimum resample segment count is 6, which I have used for shorter grooms like Peach Fuzz, and the maximum segment count is 60 for the main groom. This helps reduce file size by adjusting the number of segments according to hair length, and also affects the LODs. This way, you can export very light versions of USD files that are easier to work with later. Let's compare the file sizes with and without the resample override. You can see there's a big difference between version 02 and version 03. The version with the resample override is much smaller. I hope you find the Tnt Export tool and the Tnt Groom Kit useful. Thanks for watching. Happy grooming!